Hey, are you going to talk about Peter's accident? What happened on the drone?
Ah, you're just joking because I'm totally fine. So everyone, welcome to the sled video part 2. It is ready to go fly and all that stuff, but before we do that, let's talk about this video's sponsor, Beavercreek, with the latest project, Earth 2050. Earth 2050 is a collaborative project between futurologists and artists. They even have an interactive website. We're actually gonna check out some of the predictions right now and see if we think they're true or mostly false. All right, Sam, let's check out some predictions. I don't think that's how it works, even in the future. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's very interactive. All right, I think we have to find 3 predictions, so let's see what we think about them.
Let's go here.
All right, the first one we have found that was really interesting is driverless transport. There's actually a lot going on with it right now. And what does this actually say, Sam?
This says Dubai will be a leader in autonomous vehicles. I think that's pretty realistic.
I would say this prediction is very true.
Well, let's agree with this one.
All right, the second prediction we found was flying motorcycles. Now these are always a hot topic, and we actually seen some of these even in Dubai right now. Although they're like flying meat eaters that would just, chew your legs up and stuff.
Fly higher than 3 kilometers. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like high.
When the parachute tech catches up, maybe I'll try this, but for now, I'm gonna let someone else be the guinea pig. Okay, third prediction. Let's see what else have we got.
Quadcopter taxis.
Funny thing is that was kind of the basis for this video, except for the taxi part, because we basically just made a giant quadcopter that could be used as a taxi in the future. But what does this say about the quadcopter taxis?
Passengers will be in capsules equipped with parachutes. I like that. Autonomous takeoff and flight.
Funny thing, that reminds us of our own prediction too. We should probably move on to that too. So we also left our own prediction on the website. You guys can check it out there. So huge thanks to Conspiracy for making this happen. That one's actually in Atlanta. So if you guys want to check that out, you can see that. See if you like it or if you dislike our prediction or whether you think it's true or not. Anyways, I think we're gonna roll back into the video now. So let's do that. Okay, Sam, you ready?
Yep, I got the fire extinguisher.
All right, I guess I'm gonna plug in the hot key or the capacitor key first. Here we go. I really hope nothing bad happens. All right, it's plugged in. Now we plug the main circuitry in.
That scared me.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I didn't need this after all.
What's this? Care to explain what's going on?
There's motor 1.
Oh, so we're setting up the
motor 2.
The drum.
3, 4. Oh my God, it's so moist. Hey Sam, here you take. I haven't really kind of explained what's going on. So if you guys have paid attention from part 1, which you can see down below in the link, we are building a flying sled. So we just got done with the electronics install and it's super moist out here. I think we're gonna tether it down. We're gonna verify the controls tonight and see how that works. If that goes well, we'll pack it back up and we'll do it again tomorrow, but we'll start increasing weight and flying it higher until it feels real comfortable. Then we're gonna put the seat in it and I'm gonna get in it. So let's okay, Sam, are you ready to tether this thing and get ready to take off?
Do you not remember what Tom Stanton reminded us?
Ah, crap. We gotta do the compass dance.
The calibration.
Oh no, this sucks. This is gonna suck trying to move that thing around. While you're wondering, with these drones, when you install the electronics, typically you have to do a calibration for the magnetometer because, you know, there's metal in your drone. So now we have to dance around with this thing.
Here we go.
All right, hit it. Batteries, they go there. It's so heavy.
Oh, duct tape.
Okay, let's see. Everything is on. This is giving me a low battery warning because it's a piece of crap. I think the voltage thing needs to be adjusted on that. Alright, so that's on. Okay, got the connection there. Alright, let's plug all the grounds in, I guess. Okay, yeah, anti-spark first. 3, 2, 1.
Now the ESCs will scare me.
Yep, I'll give you a tone in a second. Alright, I'm gonna check the bottom motors. That's working right. Yep, working right. Okay. Oh my god.
Was that full power?
No, that was just half throttle. Like, check this out.
First,
Right now.
I'm gonna make sure they spin up, go the same direction they're supposed to, and then once they do that, I'm just gonna give it gentle commands to make sure it goes in the direction we want it to.
Okay, Santa Claus.
Let's do it. That works right so far.
Oh my god, it's horrifying. Alright, go land it. It's landing. They're gonna. Okay, there it goes.
I was holding down on that stick for like 10 seconds and it
wouldn't
would
shut
not
off.
shut off.
That's a little nerve-wracking. I see these are shaking a lot actually.
Oh man.
I was noting these were vibrating like no other.
Up and down?
No, they were just jittering like a lot.
The frame twist, right?
No frame twist at all. But these are just convulsing back and forth. I think the props actually need to spin a little faster because it got smoother when we were about done. Because the problem with these is these need to be torqued just right. I haven't really adjusted them because they can sling out and sling in.
Well, maybe we should
Run higher RPMs, yeah.
take it off. At least we're doing some leaf blowing.
That's horrifying.
The tether moves. Oh, wait. Oh, that almost came off.
It flies. Not bad. So that's good. Let's wait till tomorrow. It's getting really moist out here, and I don't want my electronics to get wet, and I don't want to ruin this. So let's fast forward to tomorrow. Bruh, do you even lift?
A little bit. About
Whoa.
10 pounds.
Curling this 10 pounds. All right, put it in.
Feels more like 140.
Come on, harder.
And we got a duct tape. It's a silver lock tape.
What you doing?
I'm using my legs as prop stops.
Okay, that way it comes over, hits you in the face. Got it.
Yeah, I was actually kind of nervous about that.
Arming in 3, 2, 1. All right, you ready for the first set?
Why do I have
what?
a transmitter in my hand?
You got control with the auxiliary motors. This DJI software does not control 10 motors, so you are in charge of those assisted lift motors, which we'll probably be needing in a little bit. So let's do the first set of 60 pounds. Here we go. Ready? Look good to you?
Whoa. I don't know how to control these.
cold, super cold, not even warm. Doesn't even register body temperature.
Okay.
No.
Wait a minute. And go.
All right, time for 100 pounds. Let's do this set now. I'm gonna back up a little more. I don't like it. All right, Sam, give me 25%.
That's what happened to me the other day.
Okay, it needs more tuning. It needs tuning. It's really weird because it gets in the air. It's really all like dilly-dallying around. It's probably because the really high set of CG too. So we need to increase the. Really needs a bump up and roll. How do we tune roll in this, Sam?
Right here.
Let's see. Pitch is set to 100, so we're gonna set that to 125 because it's all right on that axis, but 150 needs one roll. Yaw is great. Vertical, I don't really know what that is, but okay, we'll leave that. Seems legit. All right, same amount of weight, 100 pounds. Increased gains this time, and also we kept the back from falling out. Probably should have checked that out because we trailered it back down the highway for like 60 miles an hour for like an hour, or not an hour, like 15 minutes or so. So it kind of tore that loose. And also the massive rotor wash is blowing it off. So I don't really want that to fall off when we're flying. So let's go again. Here we go. This time give me 50% throttle before I take off.
Now?
Not yet. Wait for all the loads to spool up.
Yeah.
All right, give me that throttle. Okay, everything's cool. Yeah, that's totally fine. Everything's.
I'd say it looks pretty cool.
It looks horrifying, to be honest. It's terrifying. So all those are good. Let's check the motor temperatures. Oh, they're just body temp, or a little under body temperature. They're probably like 80 degrees actually, which is a very cold person. All right, let's add the full 140 pounds.
You?
Not yet. All right, for the final trick, 150 pounds. Technically, I mean, you got this 140 pound bar, and you got that 10 pound nose weight to offset the battery, because I want to sit somewhere in here. All right, here we go. Manned death trap test number 3. 150 pounds up in the air, still tethered. You ready? Any final words? You think it's gonna work?
Why is it tethered? We didn't talk about that.
Because it's scary as hell, and I don't want it to fly away and hit anyone, so it's definitely stuck to the ground for now. All right, here we go. All right, give me 75. Okay, test number, this is 4 or 5.
It's a number, yeah.
Okay, let's see. You say the lift motors may not be necessary and they may be contributing to some of the instabilities. I think you might be right, so we're gonna try shutting them off and see if I can even lift 140 pounds with just the 8 motors. It'll be really impressive if we can. And if this feels good and it flies fine, maybe you can just go and cut and remove that set of motors, because that's like a whole, like, what, 15 pounds of just dead weight if we don't need it?
Oh, yeah, another number, yeah.
All right, mathematician, here we go. So no throttle from you this time.
I'm gonna put this down.
All right. Here we go. Full power.
What's that?
Full power would not take off. So we definitely need the ellipse motor.
Maybe I should try 100% throttle.
All right, you want to try that?
And then maybe you'll have a little more.
Oh, I'll have more stability room. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
All right, here we go. I forget which test number we're on now, but it doesn't really matter.
Another number. I'm gonna do 80.
All right. If you see me on the ground, just turn it off. That's horrifying. So I guess we will just go ahead and get in it, but I'm not going very high at all. So this will be like kind of like just a part like half, I guess. We'll do this video. I'm gonna fly around it just to see how it flies, but I think we're gonna really need to do a complete like frame revision if I ever try another manned vehicle, because there's not enough yaw authority here, because that spinning, it's all doing it on its own. I put all the commands in. The problem is when you put in a yaw command, you have to slow down 4 sets of motors and speed up the other 4. Now, since it's already a high throttle position, there's nowhere to go. You can drop the other ones down lower, but then you start falling out of the sky as you make a turn. So this will mostly just be a bunch of hovering and lower stuff. I'm hoping that when I get in it, the closer center of gravity, rather than having all the weight out there, will affect some of the stability. So let's go ahead and figure out how I'm going to get in this thing, and let's try to actually fly in it. What do you think, Sam?
This is horrifying.
So how'd you end up in the hospital? Oh, giant drone accident. All right, Sam, ready to take flight?
Let's go.
I don't think these reindeer are up to snuff. Hey, you guys want it? You guys want the elf? Huh? You want it? You want it? Go get it! Go get it! All right, let's go get the helmet. I need a helmet before we can fly. All right, Sam, you ready to do this?
Yeah, you're not even gonna put like a crash test dummy in there first?
Hey,
what?
Everyone says they want to see more of the old man, so here's my pops. We're gonna put him in first because I want to see how it flies with a human analog in it, because the barbell, you know what, that's not important right now. Here you go, put this on.
Are you actually gonna get in there? Hug your dad.
Hug. You'll be fine.
I got you, old man.
How's it feel to be the first one to fly in the giant Santa sleigh?
Man, this is awesome. I like this. Better want to climb ladder.
You want to do some chimney inspection?
Oh, I don't know about that. You want your helmet?
Yep, give me the helmet. All right, Sam, it's ready for now. Time for me to fly.
Let's
Time
do
for
it.
me to fly.
Look like you need to go up high, keep all the debris go up in there.
Oh, it's fine. I don't go any higher just in case anything happens. All right, we're done. All right, that's pretty nerve-wracking. Let's go back to the shop and wrap this up. Give me that. Okay, that's totally much better. I think we should do an outro now. Here, you take this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are totally done. I flew in my homemade Santa sleigh. It was pretty sketchy, but hey, we did it. Oh wait, we're supposed to wrap up now, aren't we, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay,
You might have heard of Elf on a Shelf, but have you heard of the Sripol who could, or no, the Thai who could fly?
it took you that long to make that up? That was horrible.
I was supposed to say the Sripol at the North Pole.
Ah, that's terrible. Okay, anyways. Get these out. You're not supposed to touch these apparently, whatever. We touch them all the time. Let's talk about the power system first. So, huge thanks to Sunny Sky. They helped us pick out motors for this project. And they hooked us up with these things. Still had to buy them, of course. But anyways, these are really sweet. I was actually really impressed with the efficiency of these motors too. Another way you can really tell is how loud a power system is. Like if you see my ultralight over there. Oh my God. In the past video. That thing screams in my ears and I get tinnitus after I'm done flying because it's horribly loud, and anything that's loud equates to inefficiency because you know you're not translating that to thrust, you're translating that to noise. So these require, you can actually kind of hold a conversation, you know, when it was flying around, being, you know, the death trap it is, with you and my dad staying there, I think you could kind of talk to each other. Maybe a little bit, you know, but yelling, but hey, you can still talk. So that worked great. The power system was reliable. They hooked us up with ESCs as well. They make their own in-house speed controllers. So if you're looking for any professional drone work or whatever, or if you're building something giant, or if you're a professional drone company that's, you know, doing stuff for the government, maybe check out Sunny Sky. Pretty decent power system, great stuff.
And they make smaller hobby motors too.
Yeah, funny thing is, yeah, I mean, like older quads, I used to have Sunny Sky motors in my first race drone. But anyways, what else should we talk about? Oh, come over here, Sam. Let's talk about this professional installation of a DJI N3. I hope we don't break this table. I did not intend for it to hold this much weight. So under here, I think we're done now. See, oh yeah, if I could say anything, this is a very do not try this at home project, and don't take this as any example of how to do anything, because we built this thing in 1.5 weeks, very, very quickly, because our sponsor came with us for video and we need to do something for Christmas, and I've always wanted to do this, but I didn't plan on doing it this year, and we just did it really, really fast. to the point where it actually got kind of scarily dangerous if something bad were to happen. So I probably won't be flying this configuration anymore, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, DJI M3 flight controller. Funny thing, you know, my life is depending on this when it's in the air, because if this thing were to do this, well, I guess it's stuck. If it were to twist like this, the whole drone would turn on its side, because this thing has the accelerometers and whatnot in it. So if this thing tilts, it tells the drone to, you know, fight the uncoordinated turns or whatever, or outside forces. Yeah, so if that were to happen, the drone would immediately flip over and try to counter that to try to get that thing level, since that thing's not level. So anyways, that's not a very good way to do that. This is not a copyable example. What else? Oh yeah, do you like my bench? We went home the next day and just made this. This is probably the most ghettoest thing you can do. So it shows you how much planning we did for the people carrying capacity of this. We basically just wanted to make sure that the frame itself was strong enough to hold the motors and be reliable. So I'm not flying this anymore ever again for now, until I do something different with it. What else should we talk about, Sam?
I don't know. What are all these things under the battery?
Under the battery?
Yeah, there's like 6 cords.
Oh, that's to make sure the batteries don't fall out. Because if the batteries fall out, they'll take the flight controller with it, which would be awful.
It's almost like that piece of wood was a little too weak.
Yeah, probably.
But not with those ratchet straps.
This is a ratchet strap? Oh, got it. There it
Actually,
is.
a cam strap.
A cam
so
strap?
worse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's even worse. All right. But I think that's it for the drone. Oh, we should talk about how it flew, because, you know, we flew with a barbell, and it was awful. When I put my dad in it,
was bad.
and I put me in it, it flew fine. It had no problem with yawing and everything. But I thought about it, and this is what the conclusion I came up with. Let me get off the table. So this is basically what I found out when I thought about this drone. So here's like the simulated barbell, okay? So you have all this mass out here, and when you have to maneuver this around, the motors have to work a lot harder to maneuver this mass around the center point of balance, which is typically here. So when I sit here, I'll show you what that does in a second, because this is a lot harder to move. That sounds right, Sam?
Yeah, they have to change speed more than they actually can, or it will fall out of the sky.
So it basically can't compensate enough, because we're using the throttle. Since these are at a high throttle position already, then when this thing changes and moves down here, that motor's already running 100%, and it's taking forever to bring this arm back up, because there's so much momentum out here and so much mass.
So how do you fix it?
This is what we ended up doing when I thought about it, because we sit in the center, so all the mass is directly in the center. Now it's way easier to maneuver this. Much easier to do inputs out here, still carrying the same amount of mass. It's just you don't have to manipulate that mass, because when the drone flies, it just basically will tilt a little bit and use some of that, what do you call it, Sam, when the drone tilts? Is some of the thrust is diverted into forward momentum.
Another number,
whatever. I'm not too technically savvy what I'm going to say right now, but let's just say this is a lot easier to do, and it was much more stabler. And also the yaw was better too, because it wasn't fighting roll all the time, because when you make these changes, you have to speed up certain sets of motors and slow down certain sets to get certain maneuvers, like pitching forward. You basically speed up the back ones, slow down the front ones to get to move forward, and to get to roll to the side, you basically have to speed up one side and slow down the other side to get to roll one way or the other. And yaw is basically accompanied by using motor torque. So if you notice, this blade turns this way, and this blade turns this way. So that means since they're turning this way, they impart a torque this way on the airframe. So you basically speed up these motors and slow down the top two. Wait, the top two? No, you slow down this one. Whatever, this propeller's everywhere. You basically slow down the counter-rotating sides, I guess I'll just say help me, Sam.
The right hand rule.
All right, the right hand, the left hand, whatever. You speed up all the right hand propellers to get it turned to the left side. It's highly confusing. I'll draw. It's better on a diagram. I'll just probably put something right here. Okay, so that's how that works. So that's not too bad. It flew great. I mean, I'm actually kind of happy with it. I would fly it some more, but I just don't feel it's super safe at all. Like literally, it's not safe. Like don't try this at home, because it's incredibly stupid and dangerous to build these, because these things are powered lift flying machines. They're not like helicopters, which can auto-rotate, which is a very safe thing for a helicopter to do, or it's like an airplane, which can just glide down to the ground. If you have one little component fault, like the flight controller decides to turn off, you will just fall out of the sky immediately and like hit the ground very hard, and it would be very painful. So I'm looking forward to doing more with some power lift vehicles, but flying them at a very low altitude. Oh, if you know anyone that does manned flight controllers, I'd love to figure something out about that, because the DJI stuff is for quads. It's not really meant for human carrying stuff. So I'm trying to look in the market of something a little bit more direct, where I don't have to sit there with an RC controller flying this thing around where it's susceptible to 2.4 gigahertz interference and all that nonsense.
You might just save Peter's life.
Maybe. So if anyone's developing something like that, let me know. I'd like to use a better flight controller. So I think someone mentioned Pixhawk, but I think we could hack that to use external interfaces, such as taking in PPM inputs or PWM inputs with an Adreno, but that sounds like a lot more hobbyist hardware carrying a human around, which is not exactly the safest thing in the world. Okay, we're done with that. What else are we talking about, Sam?
Our sponsor for this video.
Oh yeah, thanks to Conspiracy for sponsoring this video. If you haven't checked out the first video, you should check that out. Basically, they created this project called Earth 2050, where they take futurologists and artists and they sketch out what the Earth will look like in, let's say, 2030, 2040, or 2050. So it's really cool. You should check it out. So anyways, I think I'll leave you guys with that. If you have any suggestions or improvements on what kind of flying vehicle we should make next with these components, let us know in the comments, because that was actually really, really fun flying around. Like, this is actually really cool sitting there. It's like the first person FPV experience. So anyways, I'll leave you guys with that. Turn the camera off.
Okay.